watching Living Well on WMBD.
We are back with Dr. Richard Driessnack, who's providing us with some really innovative strategies for fixing those bad knees, custom knee replacements. Before the break, we learned about the ideal candidates for this type of knee, somebody who's going to be using it, and how the custom knee is actually made. But there's another step to the surgery prep, and it is
the custom cutting blocks that are prepared.
And what is a custom cutting block?
The cutting blocks are what surgeons use to guide themselves through the steps of the operation. This model shows a part of preparation of the femur, which is to make some chamfered cuts or flat cuts, and this prepares the femur and then subsequently the tibia for the prosthetic components that are inserted. So this would be an example of the cuts to prep.
And just for those who are not quite sure of the anatomy, the femur is the thigh bone and the tibia is the shin bone.
Correct. That's correct. So the steps of the operation that are unique for the custom knee are that the cutting blocks are actually made to fit the individual knee as well.
And I believe we have another video to illustrate some of this. So I'm going to have you go ahead and start explaining that, and we'll take a look at that as you explain.
So here is an example of the first jig that would be applied to the end of the femur bone, and it fits the individual knee beautifully, and this allows us to drill holes and prep. On the video, we're now seeing animations of the three-dimensional printing process of the cutting jigs. So all of the white nylon jigs that we would use to perform an individual's knee replacement surgery are printed in this fashion.
That is amazing technology. I mean, we think of 3D printers. I had somebody make a Christmas ornament once, but a whole knee. This is amazing.
It is amazing. And to see these printers set up in the actual factory where they're made out in Boston by ConFORMis is very, very exciting. It's just fascinating to look at these things.
It's even fascinating the delivery process because they come in a neat and tidy little box.
Everything that the surgeon needs to do the operation is in this one box. That includes the implants and the cutting blocks, everything for each individual patient. So it decreases the inventory costs significantly for the hospitals as well.
So what's recovery like with a custom knee versus a standard off-the-shelf knee?
I have found that the recovery process is faster for the custom knees, and there are several reasons for that. One reason is that there seems to be less bleeding, and a good explanation is that we don't have to drill holes in the bone, which do allow for a lot more bleeding with the custom knee. There's no holes that we have to drill. Since the parts fit and cap the bones better, there's less oozing from the periphery or the perimeter of the implants as well. And since the fit seems better, it just feels better. But I found that it cuts my length of stay over 1 day.
This technology is relatively new. How many of these are we seeing? Do you do a lot of them?
I have started to do more and more. I'm approaching about 250 plus of these custom total knees, and I've been very, very pleased and satisfied with the success that I'm seeing.
And down the road, do you see these custom replacements available for other joints in the body?
Yes, there currently is work being done on custom hip replacements, and specifically the jigs that would guide positioning for the socket in the hip joint as well as the femur, and hopefully sometime next year those will be released by ConFORMis.
You are a wealth of knowledge and information. Dr. Richard Driessnack, thank you so much. We've got a graphic to show people how they can get in touch with you if they want to get those bad knees or maybe ultimately bad hips fixed too. Don't go away. Living Well will be right back.